like it in Sydney, or would you like it moved around? Or
At the end of the day, it's that's not my area. I don't make those decisions. Everyone knows. I think how I feel about Suncorp. I think it's the best rugby league stadium in the world. But like I say, you can understand. Sydney's always been I suppose the home of our grand final, and the traditionalists would prefer it to be in Sydney. So at the end of the day, it is where it is. I think if you're involved in a club or if you support a club, you don't really care where the grand final is, as long as if you're in it, you can see yourself very lucky. So that's about the way I think about it. Yeah.
And Suncorp tomorrow night against the Broncos, they're a lot better than previous years. What have you noticed? What are they doing better? Why are they harder to beat?
They've been in really good form. You don't win 8 or 9 in a row there, so you don't do that. Getting lucky. So I think Adams made a big difference with his kicking game and obviously his organisation. But they've got so many good young players that are enthusiastic. They're good size. They're good physically, and they're obviously learned about the game too. They've been in first grade now for 2 or 3 years. So like that sort of experience, really helps. So, like I say, they're a big physical side, and with having Adams, tactical nous there, they're the things that have really improved for them this year.
Saying that, you've got a pretty good record against them, haven't you?
Yeah, I think we have that. Yeah, with all due respect. But having said that, I know we played them earlier this year. Like they were, I think it was after half hour, they were 16-6 in front. And they had us on the wobble board. So, like I say, we know it's going to be a tough game again tomorrow night. And as I said, they've been in really good form this year.
Jerome?
Yeah, well, we'll just see how he gets through. We're reasonably confident that he'll be okay. So if he gets through a couple of things today, he hasn't had any contact all week. So if he gets through that little bit of contact today, we're pretty confident he'll be right to saddle up tomorrow night. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's he obviously went through a tough period probably last year with probably the way they were going, but you just got to admire his how tenacious he's been and sticking to a plan he had. I think that was a big thing, and I think he got a lot of help off his brother, to be quite honest. Boxhead, he's I'm not quite sure whether Box gets enough credit for how smart he is about footy, So, but like I say, Kevy's, as I said, he's been tenacious and sticking to what he really believed in and what he thought was going to work for the club. It just took a little bit of time. He's done a tremendous job, and obviously everybody in the club has got right behind him as well. So, he's done a great job.
Cam Munster, is he at all distracted by this white noise around him? I know he's there for the next year.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure, Pat. He's nothing seems to ruffle him up too much. So he just, last conversation we had about it was probably 6 weeks ago, and all he wanted to do was concentrate on his footy for this year. So that's about where we are at the moment. Obviously, there is a lot of noise, especially at the moment. So hopefully I might be able to have a chat to him the next couple of days or whatever. But we just wanted to play good footy this year and for the rest of the year, and try not to put too much pressure on him. But having said that, he knows that we're really keen to keep him at our club. We know how important he is to our club. So like I say, we'll go all out what we can do to keep him here.
Can you talk about him since the incident at the end of last year? How much has he changed his life, and how much has he improved in your eyes, both on and off the field?
Oh, yeah, I'm real proud of the way he's just got off the drinks straight away, and so that was, I wouldn't say there was always some issues around that, but every now and then, he'd pop their head up, and he's that sort of, I suppose, bubbly personality. Had a couple of beers too, a bit of alcohol, and a couple of times, probably got out of hand. So, like I say, I'm real proud of the way he's changed his life around, to be quite honest. And with all due respect, the change for his footy was really important, but it was even more important to change for his personal life. He's got a wonderful partner in Bianca, and they've got a little boy Jackson now, and he's about 8 months old. So, he didn't want to he didn't want to take a chance of losing over it, you know. So, like I say, he saw the light, and and he's been on the straight and narrow ever since. Like sometimes, you know, I don't think he's really missing it, to be quite honest, because he's that sort of personality anyway. Like sometimes you think he is. After anyway, but like I say, you know, he's that sort of personality, and like I say, I think he realises now, you know, he doesn't have to have a drink now to be able to have a good time.
His manager said last night for him to re-sign 2024, you guys will have to free up some salary cap space. How hard will that be to do?
Yeah, I sort of, with all due respect, you probably have to talk to our CEO about that. You know, I'm not much on figures, to be quite honest. I don't really understand some of the rules of the cap, and obviously, as I said, I'm not very good at maths, so those guys handle that. I sort of try and concentrate on coaching the footy team, but you know, I think there's a couple of points that perhaps, you know, Cameron, you know, like I'll make to him, that I think, you know, it's a big advantage for him, you know, to be staying here. But as I said, you know, he'll do what he thinks is best for him and his family, and you know, we're okay with that. But we want it to be, you know, for him to start the Storm.
Is he playing fullback tomorrow night?
Yeah, we'll just see what happens. We've got to see what happens with Jerome as well. So we'll work that out for that or tomorrow. About. Oh yeah, again, that's, you know, with all due respect, you guys love it. That's why you get me out here asking these questions, and you'll ask someone else some more questions tomorrow night and tonight and whatever. But at the end of the day, you know, I really, there is some things that obviously concern us. There's some things that don't concern us as a club. But you know about them anyway. So at the end of the day, it's as long as, you know, I keep my mind on what my job is and make sure I do it. You know, other than that, like the noise is there. It's always going to be there. But you just got to concentrate on what my job is, what my role is in the team, and make sure I stick to that.